Hey y'all, so I know that I said I wasn't gonna make any more story times until after my surgery, but this is much needed, and I might have to break it up in between little videos and put them together because I am working right now. So every now and then I might have to stop the camera to work. But I want to talk to you about this experience that I had today with my hair. So I'm not gonna say any names because I don't want nobody to sue me for defamation of character or business. So I'm just going to call her Sally. So I found Sally on Facebook when I was looking for a specific type of style that I wanted to get that I didn't even end up getting today. But I wanted to get what's called a frontal sew-in. It's basically like it's a piece of weave that goes across your head like a frontal, and it's like it plays the part of your hairline so you don't have to leave your real hair out, which I did. But I wasn't going to. I was going to buy that. But I never ended up buying the frontal, so I was like, whatever, whatever. So I talked to her about that, a month ago. And so Sally was like, oh, yeah, I installed those, like, blah, blah, blah. She gave me her prices. I was like, okay, cool. All right, Sally, you cheap or whatever. Like, yeah, Sally. So I was going to go to her, but I ended up not getting it. I ended up getting just these bundles here of Brazilian hair. So I didn't get the frontal. So then I contacted her again, and I'm like, hey, Sally, I did end up getting the frontal, but I do still want my sew-in. I still want my hair done. So when are you available? You know, she gave me my appointment time and the price and all that, whatever, whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. Everything was good. I get to Sally's house today, this morning, and I call and I'm like, hey, I'm outside. Now, mind you, I've never been to this area. I'm not from that area that she had me go to. Like, I'm not from there. So when I got there, normally when I get to a new area, if I'm coming to get my hair done to somebody's house that I've never met before, I normally sit in the car and wait till they come to the door, and then I'll come out the car. So, and it was a very sketchy area, mind you that. If it looked safe, I would have got out the car, but I didn't. So I called Sally. I'm like, hey, Sally, I'm outside. And she's like, well, did you get out of your car? I was like, no, not yet. I'm still sitting in my car. She says, well, get out the car and then call me and let me know when you're at the door. Okay. So I was like, okay. So I get out the car, I come to the door, and some guy comes to the door. So I'm thinking like, okay, he's leaving the building or something. Maybe he lives here or something. But he was letting me in. She didn't tell me somebody else was coming to the door. So I'm sitting here looking at him. He's looking at me like, "Are you coming in?" And it's an apartment building. It wasn't a house. So I'm like, "Hi," and he's like, you can go this way." Okay. So I follow him. Actually, I go in first, and I'm not knowing where I'm going. I'm like, am I going upstairs? Or he's like, yeah, go upstairs, the first door or whatever. So I get to the first door and I go in. And so then I'm just standing at the front door. He goes in the house and goes all the way to the back of goes in the apartment and goes all the way to the back of the apartment. And I'm looking at him like, where he going? Where am I supposed to go? I'm thinking she's in the bathroom, maybe in the shower or something. I don't know. And he's like, come back here. I've never been here before. So, I mean, the least you could have done was, tell him if you're going to send somebody else to the door, let them know, oh, she's never been here before. Walk her back here. Because I didn't know where I was going. So, he's like, come this way. I'm like, okay. So I walk all the way back to the back of the apartment, and she has like this little like shop set up. Like it looks like an actual hair salon, like a hair shop. So I get there and I get back there, and then I'm like, it's really small though, and she's with a client. Mind you, I came at my appointment time. She was still with the client. But anyways, that's a part of black businesses. That's another subject. Anyways, so I get there on time, and she's still with another client, and she's like, you can sit right there, and this back room is freezing cold. Mind you, it was hot outside, but it was freezing in that back room. So I get there, I'm like, okay, and like there was nowhere for me to sit. There was two seats, but both of them had stuff on it. So I'm like, I asked the client, like, do you mind if I move your purse? And she's like, yeah. So I'm like, okay. So I moved her purse and I sat down. It was awkward silence the whole time I was sitting there waiting. I mean, she didn't really talk to the client that she was with, and when the whole duration of me getting my hair done, she didn't talk to me either. So anyway, she get done with the client finally, she gets paid, whatever, whatever, and she's like, she asked me like, do you have something in your hair? And I'm like, no, I don't have anything in my hair. I washed it, I blow dried it. And she was like, oh, you blow dried it straight? I'm like, yeah, like you can see that my hair is straight, right? Oh, okay. So anyways, she was like, you blow dried it straight. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, well, I'm gonna have to wash it. Okay, whatever. So she washes my hair with some good shampoo. It smells so good, y'all. I think I used it before too. I know what it is. It's like the argan oil shampoo, but it was some good shampoo. And I was like, she washed my hair, whatever. Now I'm natural. I think I told you guys that yesterday. I am natural. I don't have a perm in my hair. My hair is not naturally straight. It's once it gets washed or any water or humidity hits my hair, it gets very not really coarse, but it gets very curly. It kinks up, things like that. So yeah, that's how my hair is, because it's natural. I don't have a perm. I don't have any chemicals in my hair. So when she washes it, it instantly shrinks back up. After I blow dried it straight, it shrinks back up, it gets kinky and everything. And then she brings me to the back room and she tells me to get under this blow dryer. Mind you, my hair is not thick. I think I told you guys this already. It's pretty thin, especially now. It's been thinning a lot more lately. So I get under the blow dryer, and I really only needed like 5 minutes under under the hair dryer. Once I get under the dryer, she leaves. Don't know where she went. Just left. So she didn't say, "Hey, I'm finna go," blah blah blah. Nothing. She just walked out. Okay. So I stood under the dryer, sat under the dryer for like 5 minutes. My hair was dry. I'm like, I'm not finna, nope, not finna stay under here and let this burn me to a crisp, because she didn't put no heat protected nothing on my hair, on my natural hair. And I should have said something thinking back at it now, but I didn't. But whatever. I stood under there and I made sure my hair and my roots were dry. And after that, done. I unplugged it. And I sat back in the chair that she was finna do my hair in. So when she came in, she came back in the room and she was like, "Hey, did you turn off the dryer or did it go off?" I was like, "I turned it off. My hair was dry." So I don't know what her reaction was, because she was behind me when I answered her, but I'm pretty sure she had an attitude. I don't care. You was not finna over crisp my hair. So after that, she starts to like part out my hair to do the braid pattern. She's so rough. She's combing my hair extra hard from root to end. Anybody that knows about natural hair, you are supposed to comb natural hair from end to root, because if you comb it from root to end, it brings all the knots to the bottom and then it snatches your hair out. She was combing my hair the entire time from root to end. I'm not the type of person, like, I'm very outspoken, but when I'm getting a service from somebody, I normally don't complain. I'll like try to she was like yanking at my head, so I'm like trying to give her these body signals as if, you're hurting me, can you calm down? But no, y'all, I don't know, she didn't get the body signals or she just didn't care, but she just kept on, like just and I'm sitting here looking at out of the corner of my eye, and I can see these balls of hair she's just throwing on the floor. Now, y'all been following my channel, y'all would know that my hair has been thinning a lot lately, and I just recently had to cut it because I had colored it and I was at my last final 2 inches, so I just cut off the full 2 inches. So for you to be ripping my hair out after this, I'm not very happy about that. Like, why would you do that? Granted, she didn't know that I had just cut it and all the problems that I was having, but it doesn't matter. I'm natural. You can see that I'm natural. You are not taking any care for my hair at all, and it's like, whatever. So she's like ripping my hair out. She starts to braids. Every time she parts it, she's combing it with a small tooth comb, the same comb that she's using to part my hair, which is a rat tooth comb. She's combing my hair with a rat tail comb. Sorry, I had a customer. So then where'd I leave off at? So she was parting my hair, ripping it out, blah blah blah. So after she gets done ripping my hair out, and I'm sitting there like I don't know if she just thought I was like tender-headed or what, and I am tender-headed, but she was using a rat tail comb to comb my hair out. Like, why would you do that for someone that's natural? She must have perms or something. I don't know. She had weave in her hair too, so I couldn't see her real hair, but Why would you comb somebody's hair that has natural hair with a rat tail comb? Like, I don't understand that. Anyways, she did that through the whole duration of the sewing, and it really, really, really hurt. Um, I will say that her braid pattern was really good. Her braids weren't too tight. You know, I'm used to tight braids, and she did a very good job on her braid pattern and the braids that she did. And then also she did a very good job on the sewing as well. Like, I absolutely love this sewing. Like, it's really good. You know, she did really good on my little part here, and you know, all that she did really good. But it's like, I'm never gonna go back to her. No. Because stylists that only care about your hair of what they're doing, that's really bad service. You know, you don't want to go to somebody that doesn't care about the health of your natural hair. You know, whether you have a perm or not, you need to go to people. I'm telling y'all, please don't go to somebody like that. Go to somebody that's going to care for your hair just as much as they care for the weave that they're putting in your hair. You know, because after I take this down, although I feel great now, you know, the sewing came out great, and she, you know, Sally did a good job on the sewing. But now when I take my hair down, I have to worry about clipping my ends. I got to worry about if I got too much breakage, because she was ripping my hair out. I have to worry about if I have too much breakage. You know, cutting my hair, bringing it back to life, deep condition. I'm gonna have to do so much stuff when I take this out, and it's gonna be a hassle. But anyways, that's my rant. That's all I have to say. I'm just gonna say, you know, if you're natural, or even if you're not natural, make sure if you're gonna let somebody do your hair, make sure that there's somebody that cares about the health of your natural hair just as much as they care about the health of the hair that they're installing in your head. That's all. Bye.